Hello and welcome to Simply Solo Playthroughs at Solo Board Games on YouTube and other fun places, and you can also find us here. Not necessarily there, but there, yeah, I'm definitely there. And we are here today with a buyer's guide of 2025. Now, let's be honest, this buyer's guide is different. Obviously, I have not played everything. This is brand new for me. Why am I doing a buyer's guide, and what is this about? Well, it's pretty simple. I'm trying to quantify prices and availability into if you're coming new into the game or you want something, should you get Captain Marvel? Is it worth it? I don't know. Where are the prices and availability? And that's always the big question. It is supply and demand. And one of the nice things about eBay as well as Amazon, it's all about supply and demand, and that you can see everything. So what started this whole I've been paying attention to the prices for a while. But what brought it home was last weekend I was going to go up to the Twin Cities, and I looked up the price for this, and okay, fine, $35, not a problem. I come back, no one wanted it. Okay, that's fine. I come back this Wednesday and I relook at the price and it's $70. What? Some of these prices have gone out of control. And so, yeah. So we're going to try and quantify this and see if we can make some sense out of all of this. So first of all, we're going to take a look at the constraints, how things matter, where they're getting listed at, and why. Okay, so let's start there. So here we are on Tier Maker, and we're going to start with, we have our levels. This is your S, A, B, C, D. D is no problem. D is something like the core set. It is not a problem to get it and will not be a problem in the near future or far-term future. Likewise, Civil War when it comes out, and this one, 2 weeks, I'm looking forward to it. By the way, today is August 3rd, 2025. I normally don't date these, but I think it's important. We also have Winter Soldier, Silk, Shuri, and Falcon are not going to be a problem for the next 2 to 3 years without any problem. Now, we have the in-print questionable. These are in-print and available and easy to get. They are at retail, at least no more than retail prices can be had, usually less. Out of print, but they're on Amazon, aka they're going to be around retail pricing. They're not going to be hugely bad. I mean, even if, it's would have been $17, $16.99, and you buy it for $20, okay, I don't see that as a big deal. Out of print secondary, this is where it's not on Amazon. So you have to go to some store. You have to find it somewhere else. eBay is your typical spot to go to on this. Now, let me say this. While I do kind of promote Amazon here, and yes, I have affiliate links down in the comments and all that, please support your local game store. Please support them. If you can go there and buy product for them, that is so much better than going to Amazon or even to the Asmodee website. Your FLGS, friendly local gaming store, will appreciate your business. The other thing is, if you go there and they have them, they're going to get more of them. And maybe you can get a small community going of people wanting to play. Please support your FLGS. Please support FLGS. They really need it. And no, I do not run a store. Yes, I sell stuff on eBay, but that's it. My income is not derived from that. It's actually money to support this channel is what that is. Okay, the other constraint that we have within the supply and demand circuitry is Fantasy Flight Games came out in February and they said, hey, by the way, stuff past 2 to 3 years, not going to go into print. It's not going to be out there. So that's going to lead into stuff like, as we all know, Doctor Strange is very expensive and is out of print. And if you can find it in the wild, I have not been able to find it in the wild. I have been to probably 15 game stores in the past week, maybe 10 days. Because we were traveling and I have a tendency to stop and look. The places that carry it, carry it. It's great. I love going in there and seeing it. Problem is, not everybody does. So if someone carries it, please support them. Okay, the other constraint, the 2 to 3 years. This is the weird part. It might completely include the mutant wave. So there is a possibility that they're going to go with 2 years, and 2 years is going to be 2025, 2026. Because the the Age of Apocalypse came out in 24. So there's and the rumor on the street is that they're having issues getting licensing because licensing for the mutants is different than the Shield and Avengers. So notice what we did. We went to 3 mutant waves, 3 waves of mutants, and then we went to back to Shield. And now we're going to go to Civil War. So I have a feeling that, and I do not have inside information. I do not know anybody. I do not have any friends up at Fantasy Flight Games. Nobody emails me. This is my opinion and nothing more. This is nothing more than my opinion. And that is, I don't think they're going to reprint the Mutant Waves at all. So what this means is, if you think you're going to want it and you're serious about the game, it's time to purchase it. And the good news is most of it is fairly easy to get, but not all of it. Like I said, this is my opinion that the Mutant Wave is not going to be reprinted, and what's out there is out there. And if you find some more, that's going to be totally awesome for you. Let's take a look at our tier levels. The last tier level, as I had mentioned, is the out of print and the very expensive. What leads us is, of course, Doctor Strange. And we look at Doctor Strange, and the interesting thing is Doctor Strange has dropped in price. It was over $200 or $190s. But look at this, $92. I bought mine for $80. Even $148, U.S. delivery. I realize some people are going to go, oh, Singapore, do I want to buy from Singapore? I don't know. I do not know this person. I've had no interactions with them. So as far as I know, they are a great seller. Even this one, look at this, $205 for Captain America, because Captain America falls under this same kind of thing and runs about $100. I came into this game, and one of the very first things I did after I started playing was someone didn't want their stuff anymore. And so I got almost all of the Mutant Waves, not Age of Apocalypse, and I traded for it. And this is where coming and buying now might help you. And the suggestion I received from watching D20 Woodworking was, yeah, go ahead and buy it, but you don't have to open it. Just let it sit, play what you have, keep playing, understand the game better. Do not get overwhelmed, because as soon as I had all these cards, I had over 1,000 cards. And I was, oh my gosh, I was just devastated. I did not know where to go. And then I heard that, and I was like, cool. So I broke everything back down into its parts, put it all by itself, and all the X-Men characters are in their own thing, but I have all cards out, and I'll use those cards because I like going to Marvel CDB and finding cards and sets that I like. So the other one that we have then is, of course, Captain America. And Captain America is definitely in the out-of-print tier. Now, what's interesting is the next one, and you're going to look at, we've got Miss Marvel, Black Widow, Hulk, and Thor. The next one is really interesting is Thor. Thor belongs in the OP secondary category. You can pretty much only find him on eBay and other non-Amazon places. Now, that said, I see Thor in almost every store I go to. I'm sorry, let me clarify. Every store that I go to that carries Marvel Champions, which was about 8 over 3 states over the past 10 days. I think they all had Thor. And so that's just saying Thor's still easy to get. It's not going to be a rush to go get it. This is, if this is $4 signs, this is going to be $2 signs. And $1 sign for the out of print on Amazon and the in-print. I call it questionable because we don't know how long they're going to be in print. We have Hulk. So Thor is running at about 19 bucks, $21 plus delivery. You can buy sets. And by the way, if you can pick up a set like this one, that's usually a good deal, especially if you need everything in it. That has a tendency. And by the way, you'll notice I use the sold prices as compared to the current prices, but the current prices are about the same. Notice this one though, we have an outlier of $70. That tells you Thor is going to be going up. Yeah, Thor is going to be going up. We then have Hulk. Hulk is out of print, and interestingly, is only on Amazon. I can find him on Amazon, no problem. I've also been able to find him in most of the stores I've gone to. He's pretty much out there, easy to find. Again, one that you probably want to buy if you're going to be buying everything, And then we have Miss Marvel and Black Widow. These two are in print. They are on the Asmodee website. There is no problem getting them whatsoever. And then we have Green Goblin and Wrecking Crew. Here's Green Goblin. I would love that mat. Green Goblin is, where'd they go? Oh, there they are. They're running 15 bucks. No big deal. I would really encourage you to get that one. I love playing the Green Goblin scenarios. They are, in my opinion, really good. There's an outlier again, $57. Be interesting to know if these outlier people are the same people. I don't want to go look. And then we have Wrecking Crew. I know a lot of people will be saying, do you really want to buy it? Probably not. If you want completeness, and I want completeness, so I bought Wrecking Crew. So most of Wrecking Crew, again, is in that $20 range, right? Retail. But we're going to continue to have this. Something to be aware of. And then we move into the Rise of Red Skull campaign. Now, the Rise of Red Skull is also very expensive. It's in the $120 range. And sometimes more. Notice what it is for sale here. Let's take a look at the sold. And 150s, 130s, 140s. This has actually gone up. I've been watching it. It's been about 120. And so, yeah, if you can find it, that'll be great. I would encourage you to buy it. This has I love Spider Woman. You've seen that, and I absolutely love her, and that's where she's at. So uh, that's Rise of Red Skull. We then have and let's see with Wasp. She is on Amazon, as is. Let me consult my notes. Quicksilver are both at Amazon. You can go on ahead and find them there without any problem. The other ones that I find interesting is Ant-Man and Scarlet Witch are both available on the Asmodee website without any problem, as is Kang, who is not on here. Kang is right here on the imprint. Again, I think they're going to print. They're going to sell until they run out. So if you really want them, you want to pay retail. This also means they're also on Amazon, by the way. And you can usually get them for a discount on Amazon. But again, please support your local gaming stores. It's worth it. It's worth the $2 that you're going to spend to support your gaming store. It really, truly is. Our next one is Galaxy's Most Wanted. Galaxy Most Wanted is out of print. However, it is in the Amazon area. You can find it easily on Amazon. And a lot of people, and again, as you know, oh, I guess you didn't notice because I don't have it out. I have not opened this yet. It's actually going to get opened because I want one card out of there for a deck I'm building. I would suggest buying it, if for no other reason, because I think playing Ronin, everyone should play Ronin once, just based on what I've heard of Ronin from everybody. But more importantly, you get two really cool characters. You get Groot and Rocket. And I think both of those are really cool and well worth getting. And of course, the other good news is Star-Lord, Gamora, Venom, and Drax, the whole wave, is available at retail prices on the Asmodee website without any problem whatsoever. So those are available, and again, they're also on Amazon. We then move to Mad Titan Shadow. Mad Titan Shadow is definitely having some issues. It is not on Amazon. So the question is, where does it go? Pricey or not pricey? What do you think? S. Look at this, $110. I realize that's the top end price, and there's lots in there for 70s. But yeah, just be aware, Mad Titans is going to be going. So it could be in the S tier, it could be in the A tier. But for right now, I'm going to put it into the F. Actually, I'm going to drop it down. I think based on those prices, yeah, that's only double. So when I get you in the triple, that I think it starts going into the expensive side. That's about the only way I can do it. And then we get to our other problem child, which is War Machine. War Machine is definitely into the S tier. Yeah, $23.71 from Germany, but $114 for delivery. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, watch those deliveries from out of the country because they are going to get pricey. One thing to comment on is tariffs. Tariffs will not apply to you because they're under $800. So if you have a fear about, oh no, tariffs, it's going to add on a whole bunch of money, it's not going to add on any money. If we look at these prices, they're in the solid 90s. Solid $90. Even here, it's 81, so Yeah. Is War Machine worth it? I don't know. I haven't played War Machine, so I can't answer that question. That you'd have to leave for other people. Next is Nebula. Nebula is available on Amazon, and you can find it basically at retail prices, so it's pretty much ready to go, and it's about the same price on eBay, depending on what big corporation you want to hate today. The other interesting one is the hood. It's still at the $20. It is out of print. It is not available on the Asmodee website, and not available on Amazon. But here it is. It's running $17, so it's below retail of the $21. So I kind of like the hood. I like the different encounter sets. I think it'll be interesting to try it with some of the different encounter sets. So they're 17, yeah, it's about the same price. Next is Valkyrie. Valkyrie is on Amazon. She is sold out. Like Thor, you can find her almost in most of the game stores. There was one that didn't have her, I think. But for the most part, I found multiple copies of her without any problem. And the same applies for Vision. Vision is more scarce in game stores. Vision is more scarce in game stores. But you'll notice here on eBay, it's running at $15. Not a problem. You can go get them and not have much of a problem with Vision. Okay, this brings us to the problem child. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have found everything out there. In the wild, I did find Sinister Motives in the wild. It was a very dusty box that was put back to the side. I don't even know if they knew they had it, and I bought it for $31. I was so happy when I bought Sinister Motives. But here's Sinister Motives. $250. $190. $215. $250. $239. $229. $219. This is the most expensive box. I think this is probably a lot of people's favorite box. And yeah, if you want it, you're going to have to pay for it. Has Ghost Spider and Miles Morales, along with Sandman and a whole bunch of really cool enemies. And I can't wait to pull it out of the box and play. Yeah, this is the expensive child. So let's take a look at the current pricing. $185, anywhere between $259 and $185. How do you like that? Or $175. It's open. I don't have a problem buying it. I wouldn't buy Spanish because my Spanish is not good enough. Plus, it's $46 for shipping. Ow! Again, no tariffs because under $800. Just saying. Okay, so we go into the Sinister Motives, and this is going to cause some problems. Interestingly, Ironheart is still available without any problems whatsoever, as is Nova. But, don't you love that word? Spider-Ham. Let's take a look at those prices. Look at this. And that's probably back to an A tier. Yeah, I overrate, but my money's on he's going to go up pretty quick. So we'll put him down here. That is going to be pretty darn accurate. Let's take a look at current pricing. Notice the current pricing is significantly over the prior pricing. Oh, Spanish edition, yeah. Again, my Spanish isn't that good yet. I'm working on it. And the other problem child is Spider, SPDR. This is out of print, not available on the Asmodee website, but it's at a reasonable price, which is good. And it is not available on Amazon. But again, the price is still good. Keep in mind this OP secondary, you've got a wide range anywhere between $15 and about $60. Or $50 as far as where they can be. And you see that difference between Spider and Spider Ham. Now we come to the one that I'm going to be honest, I got surprised about. And that is Mutant Genesis, which is available on Amazon. You can still buy this for not a lot of money, but okay, those are the organized play kits. But look at that. Wave set, that has content with it too. The promo cards, 65, 53, 50. I would have bought that for $39. $35. So Mutant Genesis is not out of control yet. You can still go on ahead and get it for a good price without a problem. It's just not available on the website or on Amazon. Okay, let's take a look at some of these heroes. So there's a couple interesting ones in all this. And I think this is probably, the most pricey wave there is. You have Cyclops. Cyclops is going for $100. If you can get it with Wolverine together, definitely worth getting. But I'm sorry. Cyclops. Cyclops is interesting because it's running that $60, $70 price range and will continue to do that. But if you could pull this off, that would be a good deal. That would be a really good deal. And here's our current pricing at $80. So it is in the S tier and moving up. But it's at the bottom of the S tier. It's still below Warhammer. So that's a good thing. Another one that's in that same area is Storm. Look at this, $115, $99, $95. I don't know. Again, we're talking supply and demand. And eBay, I like eBay for that reason because it is supply and demand. Look at this. Well, $69 for shipping. $100, $95. Everything's running between $95 and $100 for Storm. So I've seen her out in the wild a bunch of times. So I'm just saying she's available out there and you can get her at your friendly local gaming store, which I always encourage everyone to do. The other one, of course, is Wolverine. And I'm putting it up here because Wolverine is going to be going up in price. Without question. There's that 100. It's at the $60, $70 level. But Wolverine is going to go up because it's a popular character. Have I seen this out in the wild? Yes. I saw it out in the wild today. And it's in a lot of places. So again, visit your FLGS. Please support them. Please encourage them. Yeah, I'm a cheerleader for the local gaming stores. We then have, let's see, who are we going to do next? Oh, we're going to do Phoenix next. Phoenix is not for sale on Amazon. But she's, look at these prices. I can't believe some of these prices. Yeah, I really can't. And again, if we go look at the sold items, this 25. Well, plus 114 delivery. Yeah, from Italy, but $54 delivery. $69. $18 delivery, so that's $60. $60 free delivery. So she's out there and she's available. You can find her. She's not as available as some of the other ones, but she is still available. We then have Gambit. Gambit is also not available on Amazon, but is running at the $20 tier level. $30. Well, 31 with shipping, 25. Be curious as to what they sold. Oh, that's the promo card. Yeah, promo cards are getting expensive. Yeah, Gambit's not a bad price. You can go on ahead and get Gambit without too much of an issue. Some of these stuff needs to be moved around. Okay, that's probably a little more accurate on the left to right side. The Amazon does not get moved. The imprint and available on Asmodee does not get moved. We then, of course, have Rogue. And Rogue is up here, not available on Amazon, but running at that $20 level, maybe a little bit more level. So not really a problem to find and get. And Mojo Mania, also up here. It is interesting. This whole tier, except for the box game, cannot be found on Amazon. You have to buy it in the secondary mark. And Mojo is running at a reasonable price. Oh, I guess that's what happened when I was looking at sold items or something. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. July 12th, July 2nd, July 10. And now current cost has doubled. And you will also notice finding her in the United States is not easy. And if you could buy something like this, I think stuff like this, if they have enough stuff in it, is, let's see, Red Skull, Pockle, yeah. Wow. I would buy that for $750. Without a question. If I was just getting into the game. And I use the same dividers I use. Oh, look at that. A foam core. Nice job on the foam core. That is really good work. Huh. Okay. Moving right on along, we come to Next Evolution. Next Evolution is still on Amazon. It is out of print, but on Amazon and easily available. Now we come to the most, I think, the most interesting one out there. And that is written on the wrong section. Okay, this is also an interesting one because, ready for this? Psylocke, X-23, Deadpool. I would really suggest getting Deadpool, and Angel are all in print. They can be had on the Asmodee website. They can be bought off of Amazon. You can find them at your local gaming store. I have seen all 4 of those at the gaming store, at quite a few that I've been to. And then we come down to the problem children. And this is an interesting one because the first thing we find out is Age of Apocalypse is not on Amazon. It is not in print. It's on the secondary, but it's up here. And it's over in this territory. If we take a look, where is it at? Age of Apocalypse. 135, 184. Sold items. What is 142, 150, 160, 85. Look at this. $32 plus $12 shipping. $44. That's decent. I would do that. That's cheaper than I was able to buy it today at the store. Because I had to pay tax. 90, 80, 80. So Age of Apocalypse is going to, if it is not going to be reprinted, is going to cause problems and is going to end up being under at least Red Skull territory, if not Sinister Motive area. I'm just saying. It's at least going to end up in Red Skull area. But for right now, it belongs down here under War Machine. Because it's barely doubled in price. Ready for this one? Iceman. Look at these prices. I never thought Iceman was a popular hero. But you're talking in the $40 range. I mean, that puts him right up here. It is not available on Amazon, which I found kind of interesting. And then we have the last 3. 1, 2, Magneto, Jubilee, and Nightcrawler are all available on the website. They're in print, ready to go. So hi, this is the Chipmunk Gamer. We have a correction. I went on to the Asmodee website, and today, Age of Apocalypse is on there for sale. I'm kind of curious as to what happened. I'm betting there was a mistake on their end. But it is also not available on Amazon. So if you want to order it, go to the Asmodee website. I was shocked to see this. So, buy from Future Self. Let's conclude this. These levels can be had no problem. This level, Amazon, again, no problems. This starts getting on a little pricey side. This is on the very pricey side. What should you buy? And the answer is your wallet and what you want and your concerns. Because, I've been blessed. I am very fortunate in that I was able to get most all of this and able to source the vast majority of it locally. Had a place that gave me discounts because I was buying a bunch of it. So I would really encourage you to go to your FLGS, buy what you want to buy. If there's a hero that you want, make sure you get the hero. And get them sooner rather than later, regardless of who they are or where they're at on the scale. Doctor Strange and Cap may be the 2 exceptions, but I don't think Cap is too much of an exception. I think Cap would be worth it at $100. That's just my opinion. You may not have $100 to blow that way. He was part of the group that I got the whole bunch of stuff with, so I didn't have to pay for him. Well, that's my list. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Come back later for some playthroughs and some other news and other fun stuff. But I hope that you have a fantastic day.